In the busy town of Ajibo village lived a landlord named Mr. Balogan. He owned a large compound filled with small apartments. But instead of being respected, he was feared. Every morning, tenants woke up anxious, not because of bills or work, but because of him. Mr. Balogan increased rent without warning. He locked water tanks whenever he was angry. He insulted widows, mocked struggling families, and threw tenants out for the smallest delay. Children stopped playing outside whenever they saw his car. Even the strongest men avoided arguing with him, because once he targeted you, your life in that compound became a nightmare. One evening, a young single mother named Mama Tolu begged him for 2 more weeks to pay rent. Her voice trembled, but Mr. Balogan laughed loudly. "Beg somewhere else," he said. "This is not a charity home." He threw her bags outside in the rain. The entire compound watched silently, too afraid to speak. That night, whispers spread through the compound. Will nobody ever stop this man? But nobody dared challenge him. One hot afternoon, a quiet woman arrived carrying only 2 bags. Her name was Amina. She wore simple clothes and spoke softly. Mr. Balogan looked at her with suspicion. "You look poor," he said harshly. "Don't bring your problems here." Amina smiled gently and paid 6 months' rent in full. The landlord's attitude changed immediately. He handed her the keys with a forced smile. But nobody knew. Amina was not who she appeared to be. Within days, Amina began helping other tenants quietly. She bought groceries for Mama Tolu's children. She repaired a broken water tap without asking for credit. She listened to people's struggles with kindness. Soon, the compound felt different. People started smiling again. But Mr. Balogan hated how everyone admired her. He watched her movements carefully. One morning, he accused her falsely of damaging a wall. He demanded extra money. Amina calmly replied, "I didn't cause any damage, sir." Her calmness made him angrier. He cut electricity to her apartment. But she never argued. She never insulted him. Instead, she continued helping others. And slowly, tenants began gaining courage. Unknown to everyone, Amina was secretly recording every incident, every insult, every illegal eviction, every unfair rent increase. She kept notes, photos, voice recordings. She observed quietly, because she had come to that compound with a purpose. One night, Mr. Balogan locked the main gate to punish tenants who complained about rent. A sick child couldn't be rushed to the hospital. Panic spread across the compound. Amina stepped forward calmly and called authorities. Within an hour, officials arrived and forced the gate open. Mr. Balogan was furious. He swore revenge on her. Blinded by anger, he tried to evict Amina illegally. He threw her belongings outside, just like he had done to many others. But this time, something unexpected happened. Several cars arrived at the compound. Well-dressed people stepped out. Lawyers, government officials, journalists, and they all walked directly toward Amina. One of the lawyers spoke loudly. "Mr. Balogan, meet Mrs. Amina Bello, senior housing rights investigator and legal consultant." The entire compound gasped. Amina had not been an ordinary tenant. She had been investigating housing abuse cases across the state, and for months, she had gathered evidence against him. Officials reviewed documents showing illegal evictions, harassment, unlawful rent increases, unsafe living conditions. Mr. Balogan tried to deny everything, but recordings, photos, and witness testimonies proved the truth. His arrogance disappeared. For the first time, fear appeared on his face. He was fined heavily, forced to compensate tenants, required to renovate the compound, placed under legal supervision. Some tenants who had been thrown out returned. Mama Tolu received compensation. Water and electricity systems were fixed. The compound began to heal. Months later, the compound felt peaceful. Children played freely. Neighbors supported each other. And Mr. Balogan, now quiet and humbled, walked respectfully among tenants. One evening, he approached Amina. "I thought power meant control," he admitted softly. "But you showed me power is responsibility." Amina smiled gently. "People don't forget cruelty, but they can learn to respect change."